بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Welcome to Real PMP Exam Questions and Answers Part 2, presented to you by PMP Executive. Question number 1. Which statement most accurately describes the duties of a project sponsor? A. The project sponsor is in charge of securing funds for the project. B. The project sponsor is responsible for ensuring the quality of project deliverables. C. The project sponsor is tasked with overseeing the project management. Or D. The project sponsor is responsible for identifying key project stakeholders. Pause your video and think for the correct answer. Ready to see the correct answer? The correct answer is A. The project sponsor is in charge for securing funds for the project. Let's see the description. The main responsibility of the project sponsor is to provide financial support for the project, while the project manager is responsible for managing the project and ensuring the quality its deliverables. The sponsor focuses on securing the necessary funding. Although the sponsor may assist in identifying important stakeholders, their primary role is to either directly or indirectly fund the project and approve or reject the budget. Additionally, the project sponsor typically approves the project charter, although this is not highlighted in the question. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 2. You have been hired as a project manager at a technology company. Since you are new, you need to familiarize yourself with the company's policies and procedures. To learn about the company's general issues management procedures, which of the following should you review? A. Organizational Process Asset, OPA. B. Issue Register. C. Project Charter. Or D. Enterprise Environmental Factors, EEF. Pause the video and think for the correct answer. Ready to see the correct answer? The correct answer is A. Organizational Process Assets, OPA. Let's see the explanation. The Organizational Process Assets, OPA, are the documented plans, procedures, policies, and knowledge bases that are specific to and used by the organization. They encompass any artifact, practice, or knowledge from the organization involved in the project that can be utilized to execute or oversee the project. These guidelines also include the company's knowledge repositories, such as historical data and lessons learned. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 3. A project manager is overseeing a project to develop a new innovative smartphone. Currently, in the second of 5 stages, the project is delayed and significantly over budget due to an unforeseen event. The project is being managed in-house to retain control over the proprietary technology that will provide a competitive edge. The project has now reached a critical review point. What is the purpose of conducting this review? Question number 3. A project manager is overseeing a project to develop a new innovative smartphone currently in a second of 5 stages. The project is delayed and significantly over budget due to an unforeseen event. The project is being managed in-house to retain control over proprietary technology that will provide a competitive edge. The project has now reached a critical review point. What is the purpose of conducting this review? A. Review the project's performance against business objectives to decide whether to move to the next stage, terminate the project, or revisit the current stage. B. Obtain client approval for project outcomes. C. Reassess resource requirements needed to complete the project as per the original plan. Or D. Update the schedule and budget baselines based on previous performance. Pause the video and think for the correct answer. Ready to see the correct answer? The correct answer is A. Review the project's performance against business objectives to decide whether to move to the next stage, terminate the project, or revisit the current stage. Let's see the explanation. A critical review point or phase gate is a checkpoint at the end of a project stage used to decide if the project should advance to the next stage, be terminated, repeat the current stage, or proceed with the adjustments. This decision is based on an evaluation of a project's performance against business documents and project charter to determine the appropriate next steps. Next question. Question number 4. The business case outlines the requirements and the cost-benefit analysis that justifies a project. Which of the following options best describes the project manager's role regarding the project's business case? A. Recommending adjustments to ensure the business case aligns with the organization's goals and objectives. B. Revising the business case at the conclusion of each phase. C. Creating the business case for the project. Or D. Proposing changes to the business case when needed. Pause the video and think for the correct answer. Ready to see the correct answer? The correct answer is A. Recommending adjustments to ensure the business case aligns with the organization's goals and objectives. Let's see the explanation. The project manager does not revise or alter business documents as these are not considered project documents. However, the project manager can suggest adjustments to ensure the business case aligns with the organization's goals and objectives. Let's move to the next question. Question number 5. You work part-time as a team lead in a weak matrix organization. Your line manager assigns you to lead a new project. After assessing the project plan, you realize that additional personnel will be needed. What restriction will you face when it comes to hiring new team members? A. The line manager or functional manager would be responsible for hiring staff. B. You, as the project leader, would be responsible for hiring staff. C. The executive management would be responsible for hiring staff, or D, all stakeholders would be responsible for hiring staff. Pause your video and think for the correct answer. Ready to see the correct answer? The correct answer is A. The line manager or the functional manager would be responsible for hiring the staff. Let's see the explanation. To answer this question correctly, you need to understand the different organizational structures. Your role as a project leader varies depending on the organizational step impacting your responsibilities and decisions. In a weak matrix structure, your role as a project leader is part-time and secondary to your main job, similar to that of coordinator or authority over resources is minimal, with the line manager primarily managing resources. Let's move to the next question. Question number 6. A project manager has recently assumed responsibility for a project that involves creating a product using a mixed life cycle approach. For this project, the hardware requirements are stable, but the software requirements are still changing. How should the project manager implement the mixed life cycle in this context? A. Define the scope of both the hardware and software during the initial project planning phase. B. Define scope of both the hardware and software iteratively. C. Develop the hardware using a fixed life cycle or predictive, and the software using a flexible life cycle adaptive. Or D. Develop the software using a fixed life cycle and the hardware using a flexible life cycle. Pause your video and think for the best option. Ready to see the best option? The best option is C. Develop the hardware using a fixed life cycle, predictive, and the software using flexible life cycle or adaptive. Let's see the explanation. This question pertains to a project that is employing a mixed development life cycle. A mixed or a hybrid development life cycle combines a fixed or predictive and flexible or adaptive life cycles. In fixed life cycle, the project scope, timeline, and costs are determined early in the project. Conversely, in a flexible life cycle, the detailed scope is defined and approved at the beginning of each iteration. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 7. Which of these business documents provides the justification for authorizing the project? A. Scope statement. B. Business case. C. Project charter. Or D. Project management plan. Pause the video and think for the correct answer. Ready to see the correct answer? The correct answer is B. Business case. Let's see the explanation. In business, before starting a project, it is important to have a good reason for doing it. The business case is like a report that explains why the project is needed and whether it is worth the money and effort. It helps everyone involved understand why the project is important and what needs to be done to make it happen. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 8. How do predictive and adaptive life cycle contrast? A. There is barely any distinction. B. Predictive life cycle rely on plans or plan-driven, while adaptive life cycle prioritize adaptability or change-driven. C. In predictive life cycles, project completion is forecasted, while adaptive ones continue until resources are depleted. Or D. Predictive life cycles stick on a set of pattern, while adaptive ones adjust based on project performance. Pause your video and think for the correct answer. The correct answer is B. Predictive life cycles rely on plans or plan-driven, while adaptive life cycles prioritize adaptability change-driven. Let's see the explanation. Predictive life cycles follow strict plans, meaning everything is laid out beforehand. Adaptive life cycles, on the other hand, are more flexible and can change as the project progresses. Let's move to the next question. Question number 9. What term describes the decision to progress from one stage to another? Select 2. A. Kill point. B. Go, no go. C. Phase gate. Or D. Phase endpoint. Pause the video and think for the 2 correct answer. Ready to see the correct answer? The correct answer is A. Kill point and C. Phase gate. Let's see the explanation. When we are working on a project, there are points where we need to decide whether to move forward or not. These are often called kill point or phase gate. Let's move to the next question. Question number 10. What is the typical connection between phases in multi-phase projects? A. Sequential. B. Start to finish. C. Non-synchronized. Or D. Orderly. Pause the video and think for the correct answer. Ready to see the correct answer? The correct answer is A. Sequential. Let's see the explanation. The stages can happen one after the other, or sequential, happen repeatedly, or iterative, or overlap with each other, or overlapping. If you found this content helpful, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more tips and resources. Please give this video a like and leave a comment. Please share it with your friends who are also preparing for their PMP exam. Be sure to turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.